Okay, gang, so your listening log information is on the board. The name of the song is When the Saints Go Marching In. It's by Louis Armstrong, and you're listening for musical characteristics, especially jazz characteristics. So fill that in, and then we'll listen. You've already heard this one, but it's been a while, so I want you to listen to it with a different set of ears. Listen to it with jazz ears instead of just regular musical ears.
Who's Louis? Louis?
Give me a second, or we're good?
We're good.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's one you all can sing with us. When the saints go marching in. Everybody sing. Now when the saints go marching in. Now when the saints go marching in. Yes, I want to be in that number. Now when the saints go marching in. Sing it again. Now when the saints marching in. Now when the saints go marching in. Yes, I want to be in that number. Now when the saints go marching in. Ah, y'all sing pretty out there. Joe Darring's boy.
Okay. So tell me some things that you noticed, that you heard.
Call and response.
Call and response between what?
Well, there was one for the trombone with the background singer, the woman. She did the little thing.
Okay, so between the trombone when he had his solo and,
Yeah, and then
and the singer. Okay, Jatarius, what was your example that you were about to say? Of call response. Sorry, you go ahead.
Oh, it was the girl too, but it was like the name, Louis Armstrong.
Good, okay, so trombone and then the vocalist, the female vocalist, and then Louis Armstrong and the vocalist. So she did a lot of that response stuff. Good, what else? Any other call response you heard?
The clarinet had a solo.
Good, clarinet had a solo. Okay, good. What else?
His voice was gruff.
Good. Gruff, vocal tone, timbre. Okay. What other types of things did you hear? Was there a melody?
When the people were having a solo, there's still the melody at the back.
Ah, so when they improvised, they were improvising around the melody. So they were still using some of those melody notes, but they were improvising around it. Okay, good. So we heard call response, we heard improvisation. What words was the lady saying? Could you tell what she was saying when she was improvising? She was actually saying nonsense syllables. So just whatever syllables came to mind. Beat up, ba-doo up, ba-dee up, ba. That is called scat singing. Scat singing. That is how vocalists improvise. Because you can't just make up lyrics right off the top of your head. Well, I guess rappers do, don't they? But for the most part, jazz players don't, or singers don't improvise on lyrics. They just make up nonsense syllables, which is called scat singing. So that's vocal improvisation. Yes, ma'am?
There was echo in the beginning.
Oh, good, good. Yes, echo at the beginning instead of call response. Okay. And tell me the instruments you heard and saw.
The drums.
Trombone, drums,
Trumpet.
trumpet, clarinet,
The bass.
good, string bass. Okay, and was there a piano?
I don't know.
I think I saw one.
There was one, you just couldn't hear it very loud, even though they had the cover off of it, there was a piano, you just couldn't really hear it. Okay, yeah, you guys are getting better at this, and are you able to pick up the jazz elements pretty easily now? Can kind of hear that call response stuff? Okay, good. So we are going to start with instruments, so if you'll grab the xylophones, just be gentle with them, please.
Oh!
Hey, gosh, you know like that? What are you grabbing
My wrist ain't made like that. You see how easy that is?
So the metal ones need fuzzy, have to have fuzzy.
Are the blue ones?
That's the metal. Oh, sorry, the little metal one needs hard ones. You gonna stick with that little one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's only because it's easy, you know?
Make sure those are loud enough.
Oh, I thought that was low.
Oh, you got F sharp, I forgot about that. Okay, so I would play up here. Okay, so real quick, what was it we were playing yesterday? Do you remember what it was called?
The 8 things?
12
12
Oh.
bar blues. 12 bar blues. So that's the form. Instead of call response, and I know the one you were absent yesterday. So what happens is you have 12 measures, so 12 groups of notes, and they just repeat over and over again. And so instead of instead of verse chorus, the form is 12 bar blues. So we are going to play 12 bar blues. Each one of these represents 4 beats. So you would go C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's try it. 1, so find your C. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now go to F. Good. So I'm gonna give you a few minutes to review that. Oh, does yours have, let's see if yours has an F sharp accidentally. No, yours should be good. Okay. So review it, practice it on your own for a second, just so you're getting good at it, and I know this is new to you, okay?
Is the sharp C? That's the F major?
Yeah, yeah, and if you want, if you take off the A, that kind of helps you find your spot. Or you can even take off the A if you want, but it's up to you, okay? It's hard to get that last line, isn't it? The G, F, C.
I keep hitting the A.
Oh, take it off.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. See if that helps.
Oh, that was wrong.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. C, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, go to F. F. And back to C. G, ready, go. Back to F. And to C. You got it. Okay, here we go. We're going to try it with the backing track. It gives you 4 clicks and then you jump in. So be ready on your C. And again. Okay, so now we're going to revisit what we struggled with yesterday, the idea of improvising on it.
Oh, yeah.
So you only have to stay on the same note that you're playing. So if you're in that very beginning part where it's all C's, right? You just try hitting it a couple times instead of once. So maybe C, 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 F, F, So you're still staying on the same note at the same time. You're just hitting it a little bit more. If you're unsure what to do, try just hitting it twice. And then get a little bit more complicated as you get more comfortable. Oops. Let's try like that. Try hitting it twice for each one this time. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. C, 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 C. F, F, and back to C, 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 and go to G, and F,
Oh.
and C. You got it. Do you want a second to practice that?
Yes.
Okay, so take a second to practice that on your own.
Or it's supposed to be like C, C, or it's supposed to be C, C.
wanted, is it? Because yesterday you were improvising really well, so I don't want to like.
music.
You can do it. Okay, let's give it a shot, see what happens. Oh, shoot, hang on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 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 C. You go to F. And back to C. And to G. F and C. Start again. C, C, and F. And C. And G. And F. And C. So you guys just improvised over a 12-bar blues progression. So you just did a whole kind of jazz song. That's kind of neat. Okay.
I can do that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you guys were doing it. I know yesterday was like, what? You want me to what? But you were able to do it today. Now I have When the Saints Go Marching In for you. Since we listened to that. It's a little challenging, but I think you all can do it.
Is it still the 12?
This, you know what, I actually don't know the answer to that. I need to look it up. I should know. I think it might be. No, actually, it's not. It's not.
Oh!
This is
See,
it.
you get it. You get it.
Wait,
So,
so I do this side?
whichever one you want. Did you have that sharp? No, you were fine. Watch yourself. C, G. Do you want to put it? How about put it right here? Right, C. Does that work?
Okay, yeah.
You got an idea, you got an idea. It's challenging.
Yeah.
You can do it, you can do it. Did you get it? Got it, yeah? Good, good. Yeah, you got it, you got it.
They just messed up my whole thing.
Oh, sorry, did I screw you up?
You're
My
fine.
bad. Sorry, you get it?
No. ECED. Okay.
You probably don't need me hovering around, Jeff.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Let me know if you need help. Are you getting it? Take it out, yeah. Take it away, take it out. Yes.
I got it.
You got it, okay, let's hear it.
Okay, I'm starting here.
ECED.
Ah.
Yeah, you're getting it, you're getting it.
There you go. E.
Look here.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta do it all over. This is hard.
Hey, dude, I can't this hard. I can't see.
I was until I asked you.
Sorry, good job.
I'm
No, I'm back.
Come on, you can do it.
I don't know
You
the
don't have to go
numbers,
super
like,
fast.
Oh,
Yeah, that was right.
I can't see it.
Wait. Oh, it's all right. Wait. That was right, that's what you did, I think.
So for this part, the last two, so it's driving the song.
oh, this one?
Yeah, just the last four. Sorry, the first four.
Oh, this good. This is good.
G.
And then try the next one.
Oh, shit.
Okay,
Okay, so.
last four again. And now try to put them together. That's it. Try this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's CD.
That's it. So if you think of it in little groups, it makes it easier. Instead of thinking of it as one long line, think of it in little tiny groups. And that'll help you, okay?
Did anybody ask?
Yeah,
Oh, what do
you did an inside.
Yay! You got
There you
it.
go.
Good job. You got it.
I was getting it. Okay.
And if you think of it in little groups, like groups of four, instead of like a whole line, that helps too. Like if you do it in just little groups, that makes it a little easier too.
No, no.
E, G,
G,
F.
yeah. Yes, again.
She's just gonna move your arm for you. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect.
I always want to go to. Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Actually, I think it's hard for you because your keys are.
Uh-oh, I don't wanna know. I'm not gonna ask. Okay, gang, so let's go ahead and pack up these. We're finished playing for the day. Sticks back on.
I'm gonna learn how to do it tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Are we doing this?
We can.
So when
Let's see, I need the big one first. I need
Jerry.
Jeremiah's first.
Oh, you, okay, I'll be there in 1 second.
Okay.
1 second's over.
No time.
Hey, I'm doing that.
Oh.
Thank you, sir. I scratched you. I'm so sorry. You're bleeding now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Mistakes were made. Whoa, wait, whoa, wait. Camera guy. Camera.
It's not. Yes, it was.
It was.
A spider?
A spider web.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Not a spider.
Sticks go in the bin.
There's a spider on that last time.
Okay, we got one more task to do.
A whole task.
Whole task.
You sound just like a girl.
Oh, you're giving a high five, you know?
I love when people do that.
Do y'all want me to hold on to your When the Saints Go Marching In song? Okay, I'll pick that up in a second.
Wow, this is a long story.
It's not too bad. It's short on back.
Well, I'd rather read one.
Okay, so this is just a quick article about a little bit of blues history. There's a couple questions, well, there are 6 questions to go along with it. You know how I type these up, I don't make the questions like overly difficult, but it's just to help guide you through the reading, to make sure you get the highlights, the most important parts. So you should have plenty of time to get it done, because we get out at 56 on Thursdays, I believe. So you've got time to get it done. Okay? And I'll take up your When the Saints Go Marching In sheets.